Hey everyone, welcome to POPXP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the POPXP channel. Yes, Mr. Blevins. What is going on, man? And everyone out there in YouTube world?
Not much, Mr. Scala. How you doing?
I'm doing, brother. I'm doing.
That's
just
great.
Excited to talk to our good friend, Mr. Adam Lawson, who's going to be on with us shortly. He's just running a bit behind, so we decided to jump on and hang out a bit with everyone. See what's popping, what's cooking.
Man, not much. So I was on the interwebs the other day.
Oh yeah,
and I noticed there's this brand new series. I don't know if you have heard of it, but it's called The Mandalorian, and it's from Star Wars, and it's Boba Fett, but it's not Boba Fett.
No
and he's
shit.
wearing like silver stuff, and they got like a Kermit the Frog puppet. It's crazy. You got to check it out.
Reaction to this: strike 416 Blevins.
Strike
416. Actually, while we wait for Adam, man, something came over that I saw today, right over on the reported by the Hollywood Reporter.
The
Hollywood Reporter. That a 90s icon, right? A visionary, a magnificent seven. They said he's bringing some original character back. Did you see this, Blevins?
Man, I did see this. Absolutely insane. Boom! What?
So we all know Image is doing all this 30th anniversary stuff, right? And we've had some of these creators on just recently. Jim Valentino for the 30th anniversary of Shadowhawk. Really great, awesome, love the guy, fantastic. Rob Liefeld's always been someone we've been trying to get on just because we want to pick those brains of these guys, right? And this has happened.
Will Spartaccio,
Will Spartaccio. It was on recently too. Brian Haberlin. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Haberlin.
Matt Hawkins.
Matt Hawkins.
Matt Hawkins.
Dude, I love that dude. That dude's genuine.
Little Mark Silvestri.
Had a little Mark Silvestri on. Had a little Eric Larson. Love him or hate him, but he was on. He was on. I think the only ones that have not been on yet are Liefeld and Lee and McFarlane.
And the Todd father. Yeah, unfortunately. I don't understand. Can I tell you something about this article? Or I want to tell you something about this. I want to tell you what amazes me about this character, right? The name.
Airborne?
I don't know why, but the Airborne.
But it's spelled like a German.
Yeah, well, it's
Airborne!
like an heir to the throne. You know what I'm saying? And born. I don't know what it is. Why has that never been used before?
Maybe it has. Who knows?
Man, talk to my good friend Google.
I just gonna, I read it and this was cool, right? It's coming out into the Brigade thing, Brigade Remastered Edition #1. I posted this up and it didn't get that much love, Blevins. I don't think people are pumped about a Liefeld verse, which if you read in the article, they're saying, this is the Liefeld verse born out of COVID, the pandemic, the mind's rolling. I post this up. And the only response I get goes back to his unfulfilled campaigns, which we have no details on.
Got nothing.
Nothing.
Have no idea what's going on. I'm kind of an idiot too. I'm trying to scroll down on this page, but it's the screen.
The one on the screen?
Yeah. I'm like absolutely an idiot.
I mean, I'll be honest, man. I loved what Image did. I loved, what Liefeld put out there. I didn't dislike these things that were coming out. Brigade was great and stuff. You had the Kickstarter. They're doing the remaster. They're also doing even more of it going out for the 30th anniversary. And, I'm like you, I'm a 90s guy, man. Dude, when I see these guys putting out new shit, I take notice, Blevins. I take notice.
Dude, let me tell you what I'm wondering, right? So, obviously Marvel still owns Deadpool, right? But they keep getting Rob Liefeld to do Deadpool covers, or maybe they just keep getting him to do variants and he's like, all right, I'll do a variant, but only if Deadpool could be in it. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's what's happening, but he just brought out the new Brigade book, right? Which I don't know, is that Brigade book going to be in this universe, the new Airborne universe?
So that new Brigade book is going, this 5-page story, which I think is kind of launching like the new Liefeld verse, is going to be in the remastered one, which actually a couple of the CG Kings, man, Comicsgate Kings have done some work in that. You see Rob Willis. There's a lot of people within especially the Indiegogo crowdfunding community that are working on these remaster. Art T. Bear, Dan Fraga's working on some stuff. I mean, there's definitely some big names that we know about that are doing some stuff with Liefeld.
Man, and I'm down for some Rob on Rob action.
I'm down for some Rob on Rob action, but then I looked into it, man. I never really dived into it. I've heard rumors of unfulfilled campaigns and things, and I kind of dived into it, looking at comments, and man, dude, I don't know if what that's up to. What's up with that, man?
I mean, he said he fulfilled them, and I mean, like he's obviously got the receipts that he fulfilled them. I just
I've never seen one.
The guy makes millions of dollars, bro. Like, it's what, $50,000 was this book? Like,
if you look at, there was a Kickstarter in 2013, and then there was a Indiegogo in 2018. And I just went back and looked, because I'm like, I see these comments. Everyone's hating, right? And this is POPXP, bro. This is home of crowdfunding comics. I got to do my due diligence and look into this.
It makes no sense that he would do that,
Maybe.
I mean, really, it makes no sense why he would do that. Like, why would he risk his reputation and stuff on something like that? And the only proof is that no one has it, like, that we've seen, or nobody's selling it right now, but I don't, this is along the same lines.
Speculation.
I'm going around the block to go next door. I was lucky enough to purchase a cover for a store exclusive cover by Bart Sears for Exo Man of War, right? From Valiant. Man, super stoked that I got this Exo Man of War #1 cover by Bart Sears. Man, flipping out, like, this is my original piece of artwork from Bart Sears. And when I buy the original artwork, I like to put the artwork and I like to put the comic book next to it, right? Can't find a copy of the comic book anywhere. Like, I looked everywhere. I mean, I've gone on all the different sites, like all the, Short Box. I've gone on GPA. I've gone on everywhere that you could go. I've called up stores. I even called the store that it was exclusive, and they said that a bunch of them got ruined when their warehouse flooded. And I'm just like, man, I want a copy of this book so I can get it all framed, but I can't find it. So is it that people are just hoarding them and they're not wanting to sell them because you can't find them on eBay or anything? And if that's the case, is this kind of the same scenario? Like, are they holding these limited edition, Brigade books? I've saw a couple of them online. I saw one from Abu Dhabi exclusive on eBay not too long ago.
Yeah.
For that book. I don't know. Like, again, the multi-millions of dollars, like, just, I have no idea why he would take $50,000. Like, $50,000 is not worth it for him to ruin his deal. And also, when you look at all the posts and everything that people say, it is
well, you know what?
Like, it's a situation where it's like, all right, well, then why is he still responding to these people? Why is he telling them, hey, look, if you really didn't get your book, I'll do this for you? Like, why would he be willing to do something if he was just going to take their money to begin with?
Yeah, man, for 10 years, almost 10 years too. But I'll tell you what, man, let's talk about someone, I don't know the details of it. I've heard your call. I heed the call. I hear you. I hear you out there, everyone.
I just want to know what Adam
comments about it. We don't really have much detail on it, but we're going to talk about a creator who's definitely fulfilled some amazing campaigns. A good friend of ours, a member of the POPXP, killing it, crushing it. Man, hopefully we don't go into exile. So everyone, welcome back, Mr. Adam Lawson.
Adam Lawson.
Boom. Sorry, I'm late here, guys.
Right, we held it against you.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure you did. I have 2 TV shows in development at CW, and if anybody doesn't know, they just got acquired by Nexstar, and so now CBS and Warner Brothers now only own 25%. 75% is owned by Nexstar, which means they're the boss. So massive upheaval. 2 series there that I've been working on. It was funny that my executive just sent me up and said, one of them has been there for 1 year. Another one I got brought onto by them to help figure out, which has been there for 2 years. So it's like, and we're like on this cusp of getting into the green light. And so that phone call and the network's like, hey, by the way, guys, we just got bought. You're like, oh my gosh, did I just sink a year plus of work? It didn't vanish on me overnight. But my executive at CW is awesome. He is the shining light of that world. And we are still held on. And those 2 shows happen to fall into the unscripted side. One, I can't pitch them to you because we're all under NDA. But that side will hold strong. In fact, that side always was so financially capped because the scripted side was taking all the money. And now that's kind of what's really gone away. So
I just want to throw this out here, Adam. Me and Nile know how to hold a light. I'm just saying. Like, we can light the way too, bro. Like, you just need to call on us, and me and Nile will be there.
I appreciate it. You might need to be there.
Hold the
Go ahead and give me a call. My number is 501-246.
But yeah, so that was that was a huge sigh of relief because of that. Anyway, so but on to The Exiled, because which is also a year of work in the makings here, and it's awesome. And so one thing that's cool, I don't know if last time we spoke about it, I didn't get to show you these, but we did some ash cans for San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, you told me about
which unfortunately are not. They were at San Diego. That's kind of their it. Because the publisher who's now come on board owns these, but these are my comp copies. You can see, look at this Preston Acevedo foil. Yeah. Look at that dopeness. People were, because they only did a really limited run of 150 on this. The ultimate tier backers on the Chaos side, they'll get these, but people were flipping them for $200, $400 on the auctions. It's kind of crazy, but you can see it's the first 20 pages of the book in rad gray tone. And with that amazing cover. And then we had another one done with Rob Willis, who's a local favorite here, right? That's local for for this world. You can see this. Pretty dope, which I can neither confirm nor deny.
I can't stand Rob Willis.
Yeah, who is Rob Willis?
His talent makes me sick. I love him so much I can't stand it. He is one of the most talented guys out there right now. I'm telling you,
he really is. He's something else, and I know that there's this, evil spirit hanging around with this book that shall not be named. But as a guy, he's been super lovely, and he's delivered for me. And I think that by virtue of his schedule in life, this kind of cover work, he just kills. Which is why I had him do the Indiegogo exclusive cover, right? Because this is about. I know we talked on here last time about the Kickstarter version of this, but I wanted to make something for the Indiegogo backers, for the guys who are on the ground, who supported my last 3 campaigns. Thank you, Frog G. Frog G, if you hit me in the DM, I might be able to slip you one.
There you go.
Whoa, hold on, wait a minute. You got to take care of your boys first. What's up? We got to take care of
Frog G has been, he's been faithful. He's been faithful. But it's I had him do the Indiegogo exclusive cover because I wanted to make the Indiegogo campaign not just look like, hey, and then here it is now on Indiegogo. It needed to have its own life to it, that had its own meaning, and it was something that was that was an exclusive experience that made sense for people to back it, right? Like it wasn't an afterthought. It was actually what I wanted to do from the beginning. But I had 2 partners on it who just had never heard of the platform. And
we got an extra special guest on the show, man. What's up?
Yeah. My little guy has
what tier is he?
Decided.
Yeah, what tier is
everyone gets a baby.
What tier is he?
He likes now his new thing is next to sit on my desk and play with my computer while I work and like throw things on the floor and bang on the keyboard. I've got an extra keyboard for him to work with.
Nice.
You see, it's a little writer in the makings. So
did you make your own home movies yet?
Oh yeah, he's got a big bright future, that is for sure, in this business. But so yeah, I wanted the Indiegogo experience to be special, right? For all the people who backed, people like Frog G who've been super faithful all along the way. Death Curse, that guy, this guy's dope. I think that's Spencer, right? Over there at Death Curse, who I've been, dude, for the record, Spencer, that Can't Kill Cade #3 that you just posted about, I have been waiting for that. Waiting. And in fact, it was you who turned me on to Kevin Castriano, who did the cover, did our variant cover for the Go version of the book. He really killed it. I know he's no longer on Can't Kill Cade, but that's an amazing talent. So thank you for that. Because awesome. Voidwalker already has me mad enough that we're still waiting. I mean, you can't leave me with that ending after issue 4. But this is what the Indiegogo campaign. It's for all people who've been hardcores, and it was cool. We got to launch it here on Indiegogo. Wes came on Dan Fraga's channel to show just like, hey, he's a man of the people. He's here for the community, right? Like he's not afraid of being a rebel, and that is for sure. And I can't trout him, bring him to every stream. His time is real valuable and real limited, but I got him for a moment, and he's really just a pleasure. If anybody didn't get to catch that, you might want to check it on the replay to see a living legend there just hanging with us on a comic stream.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was definitely cool. And actually, if you go on our social media feed, you'll see we shared that out. That was really neat to have him on there. What is he thinking of the whole crowdfunding process? Because this was all new to him.
Yeah, see, I think for him, it was really kind of an exciting thing because it's new to him. He's never done it. Like along the way, he'd be like, "Adam, is this a good thing or a bad thing when something would happen?" Right? Because he just doesn't know. And so for him, he was discovering it in real time, and that was what was so cool, was to see him experience it real time and say, "Hey, this is happening." Like, Adam, we broke 100K. Is that a good thing or a bad? Like, what did that mean? And
Adam, we're making money. Is that good or bad?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's horrible, Wes.
Yeah, what should we be doing? Because he's so new to it, and I think it's true for a lot of people, right? They just don't know what it is. Baby needs this book funded pronto. He said, "Listen, guys, let's get this book." Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, he's off. He had a brief moment.
Chopper,
he wants mama now.
He got to the chopper. He got to the chopper. Yeah, he wants mama.
That's the life. Sure. That's the life. It's funny though. You were mentioning earlier, just going back to kids really quick. Sorry, but like I have setups around me because I used to have like a bunch of knickknacks and things. Obviously, I've got the stuff in the back for the the streaming area, but my kids ransack the front of it. They take every figure, toy, memorabilia thing I have. They play with it. I've got keyboards that aren't attached to things because they come down and they're like, "I'm doing my show. I'm doing my show," and it's fun. They like it. But anyways, back to Exile.
That's the secret. My office looks like a landmine went off every time by the end of the day, and then you just rebuild it again.
That's it. Clean it up.
Adam, if you don't mind, I have a question for you. Right? I watched the stream with Wesley Snipes on it. Thought it was great. I mean, gave you a lot of insight. Like you really don't, like you see the dude doing interview shows and stuff like that. This was like way laid back. Like this is way personal, like he wasn't like being interviewed on like the Jimmy Kimmel show or something like that. It wasn't that kind of interview, it was really just like guys hanging out talking. So, and you were saying like, he was asking all these questions like, hey, is this good? Is this good? Is this good? So I guess my question, which I think I already know the answer to this, is when you guys continue to the next crowdfunding, like when you get ready to do the next book, right? The next Exile book or the next book with him, do you think he's going to be even more involved next time and more hands-on than he was already this go around? Because he, obviously he wants to learn everything about every part he does. Is this something to where he's like, man, I think I want to make this my wheelhouse now?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't. The thing about it is, it's a tricky thing because he's a man with a lot of irons in the fire and a lot of things going on, which happens to celebrities when you get sort of at that level, right? You've got a lot happening. So I think his involvement is kind of like what he's probably not only just like willing to do is the wrong word, but just also available. Like he's going to start a movie right now. So it's not like he can't be on shoot, when something like that shooting a movie and he's doing some film, he can't just like pop into the street. He can't do all that stuff because it's the nature of the lifestyle, and so I think that the level that he was involved now is probably the most I could get. Again, he did a lot of social posts.
Yeah.
He appeared on Comic Historian's channel. He appeared on Dan Fraga's. We did interviews, with Deadline and with comicbook.com and a handful of others. It got, the publicity got pretty strong. It got sent out to about 80 or maybe even 90 sites did stuff about it. So it's kind of about the limit. I think probably that he could do just by virtue of it still be a movie star, right? Mm-hmm. And while he enjoys comic books, he's a actor first, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess the reason I asked that is because when Berserker came out, and Keanu Reeves was like all about this, and he was doing it. Well, now that it's down the line, like you don't really hear him talking about it. You don't really hear him. Obviously he's doing these other movies and everything, but it's like when that time comes back, you kind of wonder like, is he going to come back to Berserker? So I'm wondering like, does he feel like
Yes, I think the answer is yes. I think our hope is to do a volume 2 and 3.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, volume 2 and 3, and then I think that he'll be back at it for those moments as well, to see it through. At least it's certainly based on everything we've discussed, and so and he's having a great time with it, and it feels good and fun for him to create something, that isn't necessarily controlled by the studio, and he gets to own, and he doesn't have to give the, you remember he owned the rights to the Black Panther as a film for a long time, and then Marvel just dragged their feet, and then the rights went back, and then they made it without him,
Right.
And so I think it feels nice to have something that's his,
Yeah.
That
makes perfect sense.
It's just been Marvel's unfortunately a little, not that he has said it because he has only good things to say about people, and Wes is just a pleasure, but I feel like they've been a little shady with him. Marvel. It's like he did a stellar franchise, the Blade Trilogy, which was like created an entire wave of comic book films. It turned the genre from like this like silly campy thing into this epic adult action, and then they did 3 films, and then they just haven't done anything with it, doing new Blade movies, doing Black Panther, and then just even so boldly saying that Black Panther the first black superhero, and it's like, what? I mean, there was this other guy who really did something meaningful for you, so why would you discredit that instead of saying, hey, great, Chadwick Boseman continues the legacy of great black superheroes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But anyways, that's but maybe like strong moral character and loyalty isn't probably what you look for in Fortune 500 companies. Probably. It's just not who they are. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's dive in. Let's see. So, because now, we had you on before when the launch happened for the Kickstarter. We've now got it over on Indiegogo, Adam. We've got exclusive cover for this here. Definitely some great treats for the Indiegogo backers. And now you're not even running this at the typical full campaign time either, are you?
No. So what we decided to do is that what we have to do is what I wanted to do with this was an encore campaign, right? Because also there's 1,000 backers who backed on Kickstarter who I didn't want to discredit either, right?
Right.
And this campaign is truly an encore where I can confidently say, because one of the Kickstarter backers said, hey, I feel kind of teased. You said this wasn't going to appear anywhere else, and I said, hey, this is for the backers who've been with me in the other campaigns. It's also a crowdfunding campaign. It's not offering the same things, and it's just and so this is really just a special window, right, to get this. And it's not going to go in demand. It's this window to catch this, that it gives me a chance to give back to this rad community that's really supported me, and I believe is like the forefront of comics. Yeah. And that's what this is about. So we're doing it a short window to make it fair for those who've others who've backed, and also to keep this really special for those who come in. So.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I dig that because you have Kickstarter backers, you have Indiegogo backers, and we got to support everyone.
Yeah, and you want to respect both sides, because most of the people in the mix, like we had this tier on the Kickstarter where for $1,200 you could get drawn into the book and you would say a line and your name would be said, and like people emailed me about it and how like they said when they're sending their photos about how much Wesley meant to them and all this stuff. It's like I got to respect that guy. He's a totally just innocent fan that should be respected.
No, and I dig that, man. And the interiors of this book are fantastic.
Absolutely.
I mean, the art is
well.
phenomenal.
Here's something fun. I just want to share this real quick. This is to give you guys the exclusive peek. These are pages that have just come in, right? So these aren't in the book. They're not on the campaign. This is just a special chance to take a look at these. So this is when the baddies show up, right? And this is, the man with the 4-barrel rocket launcher.
On that on stream. That's crazy.
He was.
Wow.
You see the finished page, right? And then you can see these epic page. You can just see the quality of line art, the emotion in the characters. This awesome
the glutes
ass shot, that also it has a big storytelling piece to it. But this is Acevedo at work, right? And it's awesome. He gives us like all these nice speed lines. He's giving us sort of this like little manga element meets Dave Finch,
Yeah, he's very talented. Very talented. I hope to see a lot more from him.
Yeah, he actually drew those live with Wesley Snipes on the show. Like that was
that's right.
The page, that was
he was inking, right?
Huh?
Yeah, he was inking that second page there. He was inking it away. But you can see there's also them colored. There's a beautiful Valentina Bianconi, our colorist from Italy. She's rad. She's doing this whole, giving us a really special sort of almost like slightly Euro feel to the book. And but the book, you can get it in two formats. One gives you this rad oversized. It'll be the same size, 8.5 by 13. So here's a standard comic, right? And that's the difference in size, 8.5 by 13 versus 10 by 6, essentially. So it'll be huge with big pages, and it'll have a sewn binding and a ribbon, and it'll be this thick double-layered cover, and it will feel like a truly special, one-of-a-kind experience, and that's what it will be. That version of it will only exist now for you guys, and it will have secret codes in it that will unlock digital collectibles. So it's another way to give back to you guys for supporting us. And then here it is. Here's the IDG exclusive cover. Rob Willis as well. Great cover, right?
Unreal.
Dude, it makes me mad.
I know, right? And then we have an exclusive print that's also, this is the Preston Acevedo print. It's gorgeous. I love everything that Preston does. And all traditionally painted. Here's the original cover by Acevedo, also is just as amazing.
Mm-hmm. This is the standard cover, right? This is
that's the standard cover. Yeah. That's the original cover. Also rad, or you can back the Indiegogo cover and add on the original, or the vice versa, if you want the full set. Frog G did that. He backed it on Kickstarter and then added the Indiegogo cover. And for anyone who backed it on Kickstarter, I sent out a special link, and if you missed it, hit me up, where you can add on the Indiegogo cover with no shipping. Nice. I'll just stick it in your same package, so it would be free shipping. And then these are the cool trading cards we unlocked on Kickstarter that people on Indiegogo will get. It's this beautiful set, things done by Clayton and Rennie Draws and Tyrell Cannon. So you'll get this cool set plus a metal bookmark. And then this is that Go version. And Death Curse, this is your guy, Kevin Castriano, who did this beautiful wrap cover. He has such a frenetic energy and style, that your first two issues of Can't Kill Cage, are so good.
Christopher's Moonlight Production has a great I love that you all call it an experience. That's what true storytellers do. That's right.
Right. Thank you for that. Like, I wanted it to feel like when this shows up at your house, it's going to feel like, you've gotten the Go version of the book. You'll have this Forgotten Wars version, and then you'll have this epic oversized version, and you can get the figurine. So it's this whole
immersion. It's a whole experience. It truly is.
Yeah, it's a whole experience. Yeah, it's another way to say it. And it's like, that's what I feel like is cool about this. I think the first book I backed on Indiegogo when it came to me in the mail, it was just a trade stuffed in an envelope. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it just felt like, was that worth the 1 year wait? Whereas sometimes when something comes, you're like, oh, that was worth the wait.
Yeah.
Yes.
Curse. Adam and me need to have an experience together.
I know. We need to talk about your movie.
And when you're done with that, you could work on a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here's those gray tone pages, right?
Love it.
Right.
That guy getting smashed, he's okay. Spoiler alert. He's all right.
Yeah. He turned out all right. And see, the lettering is all hand drawn. I decided to do it all hand drawn. Almost all that lettering is without fonts. For certainly all the sound effects, and I've been doing that. It's kind of my way to put one is to rewrite all the way to the end, but then also to have a chance to put my fingerprints on it. But yeah, that's the complete set right there. That's the Forgotten Wars book. Jason Krager is going to do that art of Kill Journal fame, and so he's gonna. That has to do with the ancient story, right? Because The Exiled is about a hard-boiled detective in pursuit of a serial killer 5,000 years in the makings. And the Forgotten Wars deals with the ancient part of that mystery. So it's a supplemental book. It has its own characters and struggles. It won't be unlike sometimes when you see a book that takes place in the past. It's like, what's the stakes? We already know where it ends. Yeah. But this has different characters in it that do have a different end.
Very nice.
And then here's the figurine. And if you go up to the top and watch the second video, you can see I'm showing to you at full size. I had to send my prototype to China because we've started the injection molding process. But it's huge. It's 6 inches. It's fun. You can paint it. You can make it your own.
Very nice, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good, dude.
Shirts.
And then here's the T-shirt by Shay.
Oh, you got it? You got it?
Right.
It's a Sin City T-shirt.
Got it all.
Oh, that's nice.
Boom. Right. It's a full wrap because she has these sort of wrap experiences, right? You can see. Oh, shit. Yeah, there it is.
That is nice. I like that. I'm going to have to get one of those.
Man.
Yeah, it's an add-on.
You don't have them in my size, Adam. Sad face.
Well,
on the spot. On the spot.
I'm not the manufacturer. I'm just a messenger.
Dude, it is a great looking shirt, though. And man, I just gotta say, like, for anybody who's watching this and doesn't realize, like, you've talked about the experience, you've talked about how nice the book is, and about how, like, the ribbons, the pages. Man, if anybody has not seen a Gifted Rebels like Kickstarter or if you haven't seen what this guy puts out, you do not know what you're missing. Like, it is. It
was the last one.
Like, he's absolutely killing the game. Like, there is
leather bound.
It's like a death book. I love it.
Yeah, it is. Man, that's I mean, Kill Journal was awesome. All the stuff they did, man, every one of his, they're all unique. All of his books are unique. They're all top quality. Yeah, man, it's
for those that don't know, I mean, Adam is he's an author, he's a director, producer. I mean, I always introduced him as like a Swiss Army knife of a creator. There's nothing Adam can't do, and just with his awesome director's eye and everything, you really do get a great product. I love all the books that Adam puts out, and I'm not just saying that because he's our friend. It is a true great product, and your campaigns are growing and growing and growing, and you're actually pretty new to this stuff. In reality, you're pretty new to this scene, and you're crushing it, dude. You are crushing it.
Killing the competition like a man on a mission. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
exactly. And I encourage everyone, just because for time's sake, we are going to be going live in 10 minutes with a Creator Power Hour. But head on over to Indiegogo. Check out the links in the description below. Head on over there. Check out the videos. It's an awesome campaign video. And then check out the other video too if you're interested.
Wesley's introduces it all.
Yes, it's awesome. Great animation, everything. And that second video, if you're really interested in that figurine, and if you follow Adam on Twitter or any other social media, he has videos of him with it as well. But check that out because that figurine is sick. That is pretty cool. Some stuff I missed out on in Kickstarter. I purposely did because I want to support both. I'm going to be getting it over here on Indiegogo. So
yeah, it's
I'm
not
definitely going to grab myself a few things.
It's not tiny, bro. Like, this
it's got to be back here amongst other crowd-funded set pieces.
It's a conversation. It's a conversation piece. Let's just say
exactly.
It's a conversation piece.
So, Adam, before we head out, is there any last words for the potential backers out there and those that have backed already?
Yeah, for anybody who's backed, you're awesome. Digital high five from me and Wes and Keith, our other partner on the book. And if you're thinking about it, there's a chance to be a part of history, right? I think that this book will not only be an amazing book, and I hope people read it. I'm sure that it will have legs other places as studios have already started knocking. And with Wes's background, this could be a chance to have the book that only very few people in the world will have once this thing continues to blow up. So that this is the chance. And I tried to make it as special of an experience for you as I could.
Yeah.
Nile is like, I just like the name.
I just like his name. I love the name of the lead character there. Niles.
Yeah, I named him after Mr. Scala.
Nice.
Wow. Even if it's not true, I take it. I don't care.
Well, Roach couldn't be his first name, so I had to find something else. And yeah,
an old Niles it was. So that was awesome.
Niles.
But hey, Adam, it's awesome. I know you got to get going. You got another engagement to go to. Everyone, please head on over. We're going to go live. Kara Nicole is joining us, as always, for Creator Power Hour. We got Henri Campan in the house. Jose Garcia is joining us again. We've got Chimera in the house. We're going to check out some 3 awesome campaigns, hang out, have fun. And we'll be doing that live in about 8 to 10 minutes.
Boom.
Boom.
Thanks, everybody.
Back the Exiled now. Do it. Hey everyone. Thank you for joining us on POPXP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the POPXP and over on Instagram at the POPXP. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you soon.